Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am back again on Wednesday, July 8th, 2026. Um, these videos are becoming more at this point like addiction, like a normal thing. Just turn on the camera, start recording, say anything. Oops, got this guy. So I have been saying that I worked for Amazon since 2020, but today I looked at the Amazon profile. It turns out I only worked for Amazon for 2 years, 2 freaking years. What made me think I worked for Amazon for 6 years? Anyway, so sometimes it's easier to feel like it's been so long, it's been a long time, because since COVID, it feels like it feels forever. It feels forever. It feels like it's been 10 years, you know. But the reality is that it's only been 6 years. Like this year is 6 years. And if you think about it, I started going to my community college in November of 2020, and then I finished my community college in September 2022, and transferred to the university in September of 2022, then graduated from the university December of 2023, and I took a 1 year gap, which is 2024. Then in 2025, in August, it's when I went back to finish my master's. So now it's 2026, and I finished my master's. During those times, from September of 2022 to February 2026, I've not worked for Amazon at all. So I just found out this day that because I've been putting on my resume, I worked for Amazon since 2020, which counts as, I don't know, like six years. That was a big crash. But anyways, irrelevant. I'm not gonna work in the operations anyway. But that was a good wake-up call, I guess. Also was like a way to realize that the computer doesn't lie. The computer keeps the track of everything I've done. So that was cool. I didn't believe it until I asked AI, like, really? You mean I worked for only 2 years at Amazon? Because when I was working there, this is 2020 during COVID, it was my first time working warehouse, like first time doing Amazon work, and it was intense. And also during COVID, everything was shut down. There was no so I wasn't driving. I was in California, so the warehouse was close to my house. So I was only walking to work. I had a scooter, so I was scooting to work. So I never actually drove to work, so it didn't feel like working. And because I was doing school full time, and sometimes I was doing part time, then I go to work some days. It didn't feel like I was, how can I say, like, it didn't feel like I was, it felt like I was working a lot. That's because I was doing school and doing this night shift work. It felt like I was doing a lot. It felt like 10 years. So I just realized that it was only 2 years of been working there. So I'm not gonna brag about working warehouse anymore, because I see some guys been working in there non-stop since 2018. I'm like, what the hell? So that being said, relevant for this discussion, today I joined two discussions. Because I'm looking for jobs, I've been trying to utilize the resources that I have. The resources that I have I already had. So, for example, I'm part of the UC University of California investment team in a group chat. So I have access to people who are in investments and quantitative banking, financial analysts, financial advisors, right? And those guys usually hire a lot of MBAs and master students. They have a lot of networks. Now, this is mostly in California. Sometimes they do New York, but mostly California, and they barely focus on the DMV area. But this is more like policy side, other than investment side. Mostly in the DMV area. So I reached out to them, and they had this program called Advisor Training. So they train you how to be an advisor in finance. So I reached out this program, and it's supposed to start today. I don't have a time because I have a part-time. This guy is begging, and he has a t-shirt that says madness. So he's a homeless guy. He has a t-shirt that says madness on his t-shirt. But anyways, yeah. So I've been trying to join this group. Another thing that I also figured out was that in 2025, I didn't just go to do my master's degree like just like now. I didn't do a master's degree because I feel like doing it. You know, the reason why I did it, because I was in these communities. Who's honking? Oh, the scooter guy. I was in this community. I was already in the communities of professionals, right? And I needed to somewhat figure out the best way I wanted to figure out the best way I can come in, not as a straight up fresh college kid with no background, no internship, nothing, but I wanted to come in with some kind of like experiences, right? For instance, before I didn't know how to like introduce myself. Like you don't learn those skills straight out of college, right? And introducing yourself, confidence, talking. Obviously, the YouTube channel. Why is my camera so blurry? Obviously, the YouTube channel played a key role in this, but mostly was just doing a presentation, doing research, right? Played a key role, right? And so right now I went back and revisited those groups. It's been a year. It feels like forever. Trust me. Like if you don't do a master's degree, you don't realize this. But when you build networking, when you build a community, networking, internships, right, job experiences, then you go back to school, you sort of like you focus more on academia, and academia makes you feel like you are taking so long, like 10 years, 20 years. But when it's time to graduate, like right now I'm graduating in December, you start to think about jobs, start to think about maybe businesses, maybe promotions if in the current role. You try to look around, you see a ton of opportunities you had that you never thought about it. And it's crazy that, sometimes we have these opportunities around us, we don't really think about it. So yesterday actually, I revisited my community, my groups, and I have like 10 groups, and one of these groups, they have what they call job search community, where people who have been laid off and those who have been not in the job search in a while, they can come together and share some tips and some tricks on how to, in ways that you can get a job or apply for a job, stuff like that. So today I was able to attend for the first time since last year, since probably like April of 2025. So I joined today, and one of the guy whom I connected with on LinkedIn. Remember, I don't use LinkedIn anymore, and these guys they trying to have me go back to LinkedIn as well, but I'm trying not to go back. Oh, slow down, buddy. So I visited again, and one of the guy who also got laid off recommended for a job within Honda. So Honda has a huge presence in the United States, and they're always hiring. Honda and Toyota, but I know Honda. So I look up right away, and he just did like a Google search, like, hey, internships for graduates, and I saw tons of openings within Honda. And it's fascinating that now I see these roles like data engineering, data analytics, and those roles like they align with my background in economics. So great opportunity, great ways to build these foundations, and you can realize how important it is to have to stay in touch with this community, to stay in touch with these groups. So that was good. That was positive. That was a good thing to share for today. And what else can I say? So when I went to the AWS conference last time, some folks now are reaching out, connecting with me, because I was representing University, Catholic University of America. Most people know the university is very popular. So in their profile it says I'm a student. So if they have openings, it will be one way to like get into the system of these guys, right? So that was good. That was very, very good. And yeah, I think things are getting better right now, and jobs have been opening up. So it's going to be very, very interesting. It's going to be a huge shame on the Democrats. I'm just saying, on the Democrats, if jobs opens up right now under Trump administration, and everybody gets hired, prices goes down, the war in Iran stops, the gas prices goes down, right? The home prices goes down. Like, I don't know what will Democrats say. No, I don't know. Like, that's why I've been very neutral in politics. Okay, because in economics we believe that people do things on their own. People don't need political intervention. They don't need to be intervened. Central bank has a key role in bringing jobs and hiring people and stuff like that. But the government does not have much power in how much they can dictate in terms of like job openings. But let me finish the tunnel. I'll be right back because I'll get dark soon. Then I'll be touching on why I think Democrats could have a hard time winning in 2028 if the job market shifts right now. See you in a few minutes. Bye bye. Ciao ciao. Adios. Spasiba. Take care. So I am back. There's a train here crossing. Commuter train. So I am back. What I was saying is that it will be very interesting, because I mentioned this before. If you look at my videos, I say this a lot, that if Trump can pull off three things, I don't care which political party you are in, but if he can put up three things. One, if he can successfully bring jobs back, so that means people can be hired, get to work. That's one. Two, lower the gas prices, and also lower the 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 home supply. There is home supply in the United States. It's not too high, but it's relatively good, but it costs more money. So corporations buy a bunch of homes and then they hold them and then they sell when the price is too high, which is a good business idea, but not good for the United States as a country, and not good for young people who are getting married and graduating from school, like getting jobs and trying to buy a home. And especially when people are getting laid off, they have no stable for a home. Middle income don't mind buying a home for $1 million as long as they know their job is stable. But if they're getting laid off, they're gonna have a hard time buying homes. So when the corporations are hiking the prices, then laying off workers, it can be really tough. So if Trump can work on having people getting hired, then ensure that the home prices down. Forget about gas prices; it's not go down anyway. If the oil in Iran goes down, the price will not go down. But then also reduce foreign interventions. U.S. doesn't have to involve in the foreign intervention as much. So reduce the presence in. Use more like a political pressure rather than a weaponry pressure. So if Trump can do that before November, his people are gonna come after him. They're going to have a huge advantage of winning. Okay, there are some implications that could come. This has to do with social issues, like, for instance, when Trump laid off a lot of workers, those who got affected the most were mostly black women. So they do have so those are social issues. They have nothing to do with economics. It's more like social issues. And obviously Trump has been a very huge anti-LGBTQ groups. Then you have also anti-migrants, but those things don't affect white collar workers. No one cares about. I mean, you can, like, migration is already, it's no longer in the news. Like, it's gone. Like, he deported the migrants, the ICs, and the discussions, like, all of that is like gone. Americans have moved on. But jobs is a key. People need to work. So this May, The Economist reported that there's going to be many jobs have been opening. The numbers have been so much higher than it was in 2020. Like, for the first time, jobs are opening up. For the first time, more jobs are opening up compared to last year in 2020. So US is going back to pre-pandemic level, not close, but close to pre-pandemic level. Okay, and it's leveling up for the first time. And now I could come up with some theory to why this is happening, but I think one is because companies are restructuring. The AI. They are using AI upskilling. They are using they are basically laying off workers and having those workers go out there and learn new skills. Python, which is really good software to learn, especially in terms of like machine learning, data prediction. There is a massive of data that companies are struggling with, right? Massive of data, right? And so they are trying to hire these folks to come in and just do those type of data analytics stuff. So this restructure has made jobs opening much higher. So there's more job openings right now, and yeah, I think it's been positive. It's been positive so far, because I remember last year there was no a single job opening at all, not a single one of them. There is also has been a stabilization in the government. So when the Trump administration laid off a lot of workers, most of them they fought, they advocated for themselves. Some got their jobs back, others moved on to private sector. So that leveling made it easier for the government to like put structure around, consolidate some agencies. So that has made the private sector, I would say, used to it or adapting to it. So now they are opening for new roles and new hiring. And most jobs, like a lot of jobs, are more in tech. Okay, like many jobs are in tech. Many jobs. So if you're not in tech, I guarantee you are going to have a hard time getting a job. Okay, get a tech, and I don't know why, like you don't have to have a degree in computer science or engineering to get in tech. Like tech is for everybody. Like it's open for everybody. You can be a creative tech. You can be in academia. You can be a teacher at a local high school, and build an app to teach students. Like you can build your own app to teach students in your own subject, history subject. You can use data from, I don't know, consumer finance. Like you can do tech with anything. Like tech is everybody. Everybody should be a technologist. The same way we use our phones. The same way our phones are for everybody. Technology should be everybody, right? And there are many resources out there to teach you how to be in tech. So many lawyers are going to be technology. They're going to be like lawyers are going to be like customer service technologists or mechanical technologists. Like everything's going to be about technology. So upscaling and trying to involve tech, especially learning Python, is a key. Python is the key behind every single technical, because the software incorporates why is everybody going so slow on this day? The software incorporates math, scripting, regression is quantitative. You can build an entire machine learning on it. You can build an entire. You can even do machine visualizations, or like whatever they call it, like machine vision, stuff like that. You can do cyber security with Python by detecting people's faces, and like it's a lot of things you can do with Python. So many jobs opening that are coming up right now, they're mostly techie. You gotta know techie, you gotta know technology. At least know how to use Copilot. At least know how to use ChatGPT. ChatGPT is not a big deal really. It's no longer like really famous anymore. But at least Copilot, because Copilot has already been in people's minds. No cloud computing. At least understand how if you work in calls, how they call it, customer service, customer retention, whatever that is they call it. At least you understand the mechanism behind the transfer of calls and reroutings. Like understand the core behind the computing side. That's gonna be a key. And you don't learn those things in college, okay? Schools won't teach you those things. School is very behind. So like going out there to companies, get to know the companies, take their courses. They give out courses all the time. It's a key. That's what I can say. for this video. Other than that, we will see how long this is going to take. By 2027, the good news is that I am not gonna stop talking about economics. Even if I get a job, as long as it's not conflicting with my job. Like if I get a job at Brookings Institute, for example, I'm not gonna apply there. But let's say I have to talk to Brookings Institute, I'm not gonna talk about economics anymore because that will be part of my job. But if I got a job in tech, I'm gonna talk about economics all the time. So that being said, I think things are getting better. Things are getting better. If you're graduating from college, if your kid is graduating from college, things are going to be okay. But there's still more things to do. There's still a lot of people who have been, even though there's job openings, we don't know how many are getting filled. That's the key. That's very, very important. There could be more job openings, but not enough people to fill the job, right? So that is very important to understand this. Even if I see them there openings, but can they actually hire me? Can they take me in? Or maybe they are opening the jobs and they are also considering an alternative, maybe using AI, maybe use something else, right? Maybe they're just opening for just to collect a bunch of data, right? You never know. So today is very nice in DC. It's 83 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's already like 1 o'clock, so it's really good, really good. It's been a wonderful, beautiful DC. I'm in Virginia right now, but either way it's the same. The sky is very dark. It's about to rain, so the whole week is gonna be really dark. So probably we're gonna go through August in a very, very nice temperature, nice weather. That being said, thanks for watching like always. Bye bye, ciao ciao. See you tomorrow and have a wonderful night. Bye bye.